Hello Aries, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. So, High Priestess week, guys. We're going to look into the unknown depths of your soul. I've decided to go with, oh, that's cute. Actually, this is so funny because this is kind of like, to me, this is Aries or Aquarius sort of energy. And I was just going to say, I'm going with a very basic tarot deck this week because after doing Aquarius, I was like, oh my gosh, we're going so deep. People may not understand the readings. So I'm trying to keep it very simple and straightforward. We're going to look at your potency, which is your strength, your kryptonite, which is your weakness, your nemesis, which is there to make you stronger, and your next assignment or journey in life. So I'm going to start with a witch's oracle card. You will get the incantation at the end, though. There's also an extended at the end of this reading. I look into the blind spot. And I find out what from your past still pulls on you, what from your future pushes on you, how this push and pull affects you, and then how to make all things flow freely. I'm sorry, I had an eyelash in my eye, and it sort of disappeared, and I thought it was okay, but I think it's coming back again. Sorry. All right, a witch's oracle card for Aries, for the fireball babies. There you go. What do you have? The Celtic Heart. That's a cool card. I don't know that I've seen that before. You have the Celtic Heart. You don't get the incantation till the end. So let's find out more information about your reading, Aries. Let's find out what your potency is right now, your strength. Let's find out what your weakness, your kryptonite is. See who that nemesis is that's making you stronger. And what is the next journey, my dear Aries? What is the next journey, Aries? Potency, kryptonite, nemesis, journey. Potency, journey. So Lily's in the room, my little dog Lily, she's laying in a sunbeam. Ooh, look at you. Gosh, it's so funny that I would talk about Aries and Aquarius because I associate this card so much with Aquarius lately because they were getting this world card like so much, it was crazy. So your potency, your strength here is a new cycle, the beginning. The world will soon be at your fingertips. Mwah. Oh, your weakness is a broken heart, is a Three of Swords. Conflict between your heart and your mind. Pain from the past. Your nemesis, something I like to say that kind of keeps coming up in your life, but it makes you stronger, is the Page of Pentacles. There could be, I have to laugh at that, because there could be younger people in your life that, you know, push your buttons, but this makes you stronger, more patient. Also, feeling like maybe the new kid on the block, like maybe this happens to you a few times in life. Maybe you're going through this again, like, because there's a new cycle here. There's something very new. And, you know, because the reading has started with the world, I feel like we're starting with the energy of the new cycle. This is what it's talking about, because the world can be major cycles ending, but also it's about major cycles beginning. So it's kind of the full circle of that. But I'm also getting too, like, I'm just hearing like kind of the world at your fingertips, having opportunity. This is your strength. So if that's your strength, continue to believe in that, continue to move forward into your future. But so this kind of like, I'm hearing like the new kid on the block. So this is very, you know, innocent, inquisitive, learning, trying to understand more. And it's a page. It's communication, it's offers, it's receiving, mostly offers. Pages tend to be the ones like giving or offering something. But I do also feel like with this Page of Pentacles, the person is kind of holding it and looking at it and understanding it. So possibly going through so far in your life, and maybe one right now where you feel again like this new start, like kind of starting from the beginning, or being in a position, some part in your life where you need to learn something new again. You know, it could even be someone like, even if you're you're climbing your corporate ladder, and every time you get to a new rung, well, there's new stuff there that you got to learn. So you're kind of like the new kid on the block. Your next assignment, path, or journey. Go into the unknown. Oh, man. Wasn't that going around in the summer? Because I remember Anubis. I was getting it through another deck. And it was all about finding your wish fulfillment. But first you need to go past the moon. The unknown, the things that frighten you or scare you. You have to push through those first. Look at that. See, you have the Chariot at the bottom. There's pushing through that. There's getting the movement going. So let's clarify, Aries. It's kind of actually exciting that your potency is the world. It is a whole new cycle here. And it's, you know, balance, like representing spirit and all the elements here of earth. Oh, what am I doing? I'm just gonna pull those out. I feel really like weird and off. I don't know how to explain it. This week's readings feel really weird. The energy is unusual. Aquarius really set it off. And I know it's the week of this energy because I literally just did a live reading on the same day that I'm doing this for Virgo, because something happened to the reading, so I went and did a live for them. And it doesn't feel anything like coming back into this for the week that these are coming out. Oh, wow. Holy shit. You better get on that. This is a good reading. Wow, look at you. You're at the bottom. I wondered. I always say this. You always show up to your readings. There you are. There's the Emperor. I don't know. To me, does this... Okay, if there are any cross watchers, this is really weird. I don't know myself. I don't know if other Aries really feel like that. Like you're running an empire. I kind of feel like... most of the time I feel like this. Like a little kid trying to figure out, why is the world so complicated? Why can't the world just be like this? Oh, but you have the world, right? Oh, maybe you're going to make the world the way you want it to be. Not so complicated. Check it out too, your clarifiers. You have the Tower, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. The Tower card I associate with Aries and Scorpionic energy. Making a major change here. Some sort of major change. It kind of feels like to me that this is the story of the world, because you're full circle, closing off something and starting something new here. And with the Tower and the Five of Wands, I feel like there's the closing off of something in your life, that cycle. There's conflict involved with that. There can be internal conflict. There could be conflict of people around you. Not people who necessarily like the way things are closing off, or like that they're closing off, or however that plays out for you. Maybe even yourself holding back on some of this change. But then you come right into the Ten of Cups. So your new cycle is about happiness. It's about sort of like the happiness at the end of the rainbow. This is so uncanny. I've had this song going through my head so much the last couple of days that I just downloaded it. And I've been listening to it. It's such a beautiful song. And I guess I've listened to it before, but I haven't really like listened to it, you know, just sit down and listen to the lyrics. So True Colors by Cyndi Lauper. And it's kind of funny because here, like, I'm kind of feeling that with this. So being able to maybe to share who you truly are and connect with people around you who, you know, like jive with that. I'm using all these funny words lately, like jive. And I can't remember what I said in Leo. I think it was gnarly. No. Yeah. So it's a good cycle. Your potency is moving forward. So if you've been struggling with an ending here, with ending or adjusting to endings in your life, you are coming into now the beginning of the new cycle. So your kryptonite, your weakness, we do have the Three of Swords. So heartbreak, perhaps things that you've been through in the past have been heartbreaking. There's been conflict between your mind and your heart, and how do you get these to match up? You have Temperance, the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Temperance, temperance, temperance. How art thou, Temperance? Oh, it's so, it's actually really, really, I guess it's perfect that you would have Temperance coming in here like this. Temperance has come out. Temperance and the Knight of Pentacles, which I actually don't see here yet, have come out, it feels like, so much in the last few months, like with COVID and just all of the changes that every one of us have gone through worldwide, really. And it's about energy of the past really settling. This is how I'm defining Temperance now. And I work through cards in different ways, and this is my new way for Temperance. It's the energy of the past, the dust settling from the past to allow the future to be paved forward. But yet there's some sort of groundwork that needs to occur for the future to be paved forward. And it might not have anything to do with us, right? Like if you think about it, if you're going to pave something forward, or you're going to do something, you might need to get a permit. So you put your application in for the permit, and then you got to wait. It has nothing to do with you. It's completely out of your hands. And you just wait until you hear back. Oh, now you can do that. But you got to hire the contractor. And so you hire him. He says, well, I can start today. Well, I don't have the permit today. All right, let me know when you phone him back. I can't come by for 3 or 4 weeks now. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Like that's kind of like what Temperance is. Like the past is settling so the future can be paved forward. So, which makes so much sense to see that with the World card here for your, like a new beginning. But maybe too, like with the Three of Swords, this could have been too, like just even feeling held back with Temperance energy and closing off cycles, feeling held back, not really, like the in-between is a really tough energy. I don't think it's talked about very much, where things are ending but new things have yet to begin. So the in-between, because in the in-between, you're also not often having much control over your life and how you participate in it. A lot of times you just have to do what is presented to you to do at that time, and you do it and you deal with it and you move forward and you move forward. There can be, right? That's interesting. The moon is often, I would say, associated with the in-between, because you don't know really what is to come in your future. Like what's that going to be? Where you're going to go? What are you going to do? Who you're going to meet? Who you're going to interact with? Like how things will unfold. And there could also be fear with how things are closing off in the past as well. So you're really working into your blind spot here. Why did I say that? That's so weird. Your blind spot. I got a weird message of your blind spot and an ancestor trying to come through, which is really weird. Because that's not what we're doing, but maybe you don't feel like this cycle is coming through yet. I'm telling you, like I feel like I'm going through some sort of weird experience this week where timelines are almost merging. It's unusual. And it's messing with my brain a bit. So bear with me. But, so your weakness has been, I want to say, the in-between. And that is not an easy energy for, I would say, any fire sign, particularly Aries, being a cardinal, the first sign, like wanting to go, wanting to do, and just experience and do stuff. Now, there is the beginning though. It's a page. I do like that. So there's this page is more like you, the Page of Wands, communication. It's innocent, it's true. But, and look at, we have mutual feelings, mutual love, mutual expression of love. And it's also very intuitive. It's a very caring, like too, working through this to get to a point again where perhaps you can care for things or things can care for you. The in-between is not necessarily a place where you grow, where you grow things outside of yourself. There's a lot of internal growth that goes on with that, right? And that could be too the process of pulling out the hearts and allowing this to heal. So your nemesis, but it makes you stronger. the Page of Pentacles, starting again from scratch. You have the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Oh, but this is, like, for me, nemesis is almost like a repeat. Something that comes around often enough that it bothers you, but it's making you stronger. It pushes your buttons in a certain way. It can also be something that has the energy of something that's been very prolonged. And, you know, because of how long it's been around you, it pushes your buttons. So the Knight of Cups, this is gestures, making gestures of the heart, making from your deeper space, from the deeper part of you, making gestures. And there's the Ten of Wands, like releasing this, letting this go. Maybe it's been difficult to let something go. And then the Three of Wands, where, well, that's kind of like looking out into the future, expecting the future to start coming in. So getting closer to the new beginning of the cycle, expecting it to come in. This is what makes you stronger. As difficult as it is to drop, perhaps too, could be dropping romantic connections or possibilities from the past to move into the future. Because it's the weakness here is the Queen of Cups. So perhaps it's just not been a cycle where you can share your feelings and emotions with others very easily. Your next assignment, guys, is the Moon. It's going into the unknown. What could be there? Well, I'm going to tell you, it actually looks pretty good. So you have to put some work in, though. But that's okay. Aries will do the work. So the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Celebrate. So your unknown is good. Don't be worried about your unknown. Like, if you don't know where things are going, you don't know where your new cycle is heading. It's a big cycle because it's the world. It's ending something major in your life and starting something new in your life that's also very major. But it's celebration. It's based on celebration. It's based on combining energies that get along really, really well. The Eight of Pentacles, this could be too something new for you in work. With the Eight and Ten of Pentacles, it could be something new for you for work, and it's very stable. Like, if you've been looking for the place where you really want to grow until you retire, you could be finding this place, like moving into your new cycle. With the Four of Wands here, though, sitting on either side of the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands sitting on either side of the Eight of Pentacles, this too could be coming into relationships. You do need to put the work into it. Like, well, anything worth having is worth working on as well, right? So, and this is also something very stable. I like to look at the Ten of Pentacles as where you dwell with others. It's like where you dwell with others. So that can be home, that can be work, it can be community, it can be church, it can be volunteer, anywhere where you're putting yourself with others. And it's pretty predictable, but it's stable and there's abundance here. So you're moving into like really positive energy. I just finished that like really quick. So let's look at the Celtic Heart. What do you have here? Oh, that's so fascinating too, because your weakness is the Three of Swords. The Celtic Heart. The Celtic Heart. Hearts have always been used as a symbol to refer to the spiritual, emotional, and moral core of a human being, and are most commonly used as symbols representing love, which, as we all know, takes many forms. The Celtic Heart is formed from one continuous line, representing the union of souls in a visual continuity. Oh boy. Bear with me. I had an orthodontic adjustment, so I'm running. Okay. I'm not going to be able to say it. The Celtic Heart is formed from one continuous line, representing the union of souls in the visual of continuing faith and love as one travels through the journey of life. I'm sorry I butchered that. The meaning. As we journey through our daily lives, we sometimes take for granted or pay no attention to the love that surrounds. I think it's supposed to be the love that surrounds us. This includes love of the mundane level, from family, spouses, children, and friends, to the unconditional love of a pet. I was just looking at Lily. To the love we receive from our loved ones across the veil, and the love of the universe, and the love the universe sends our way. That's crazy, because that would come up here, and I talked about feeling like all of a sudden it was a blind spot shared by an ancestor. Sometimes we need to stop and remind ourselves of the blessings we receive every single day in the form of the love that gives us the strength to carry on, that warms our hearts and energizes us. Place this card over your heart chakra in the center of your chest. This is the love center of our human energy system. Draw its energy into you. Wow, that's cool. Here, if you want to do a screenshot, you can print it and then put it right here. So the incantation: the touch of a hand, the smile on a face, the twinkle of an eye, a loving embrace. These are the feelings that help make us thrive. The small acts of love which keep us alive. Oh, that's really beautiful. That's so cool. I've never pulled that card before, guys. That's really neat. So you can say that 3 times, I would say, to really empower yourself. And that's that. So it does. It actually feels like you're moving into a cycle here, a very significant cycle of like heart chakra, like healing the heart chakra, and releasing burdens of the past that have perhaps hurt the heart chakra or held it back or prevented its full healing, and moving into really celebratory and abundant, happy energy. I don't know, I just feel like lately for Aries, it's been like pretty heavy. So like even for you guys, like, that's what it's saying. I don't know. We'll see, right? So I'm going to go do the extended, guys, and find out what the blind spot is in all of this. There's more apparently to tell you. So until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.